So today we're back at it again. We start every day out with vitamins. I take a drink and so does Hallie. Hallie takes AG1 and I take Animal Pack. After that, we do some kind of grounding. I try to get into the soil because it has a lot of health benefits, including blood circulation and things like that. Then we head into New Orleans to start Ubering.
So we are Ubering again today. Started off the morning right, but we are back at it again. And we got down to Metairie about 11:30 for lunch traffic, and we're gonna do a couple hours in the morning, and then we'll probably do something this evening as well. But we got it. It is Thursday, so everyone gets paid today. So usually Thursdays are a little bit busier than during the beginning of the week. So we're hoping today will be a good day. However, we did get our first order, and we're going to Izzo's, and then we're also going to the sushi place.
Yep.
And then we're dropping off in two different locations, all the way down into New Orleans, actually. So we're picking up in Metairie and then going down to New Orleans for $17. So that's actually a good start to the morning. So even if it takes 45 minutes to do it,
Oh yeah, it's not chopped to us.
we're at 7. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, magazine and all right there, and for us.
Yeah. So we'll be able to pick something from there.
Yeah, we'll pick up something there.
Hallie's probably loving it. All these working guys are coming in to get lunch right now, and she's in there for a pickup. So we just picked up from Izzo's, and now we're headed to Sushi Village, and I assume they got sushi. But I was saying on the camera when you walked in, after you walked in, like 3 working guys went in, and I said, "Oh, Hallie's probably loving that."
Turn left on Waverly Street.
I went to the
Turn
bathroom.
left on Independence Street.
Hallie's running to grab the sushi, and then we are on to New Orleans from here. So she just walked in, and she's going to be coming on in a second. Dance! I get to wake up to this every morning. We just left the sushi place, and Hallie bought a Pokemon for my son, who, my God, these are some of the roads we were talking about. But this is not that bad, but they've seen a lot worse in the city. So keep going straight.
No,
Nope,
right.
right. Okay. Left, I mean? Okay, left.
Just First Street. How many times I had to say it?
Okay.
3.
And then,
Turn right on South Liberty Street. Then drop off on the right.
That's how I see it. Fine. So we just are dropping off the sushi right now, and I feel bad for her. This is an enormous apartment complex, and I'm watching her walk around trying to find out which building and where she has to go. But she'll complain about having to do this building because it's on the 3rd floor and you have to walk up the stairs, and it's hot as hell out, and it's early, it's around noon, and it's in the 90s already, but the feels like temperature because the humidity is a lot higher. However, it's not necessarily a bad thing, because part of us doing this is not just improving our financial aspect, but also improving everyday life and health and the things that we're doing in the morning and all this stuff. And I'm going to the gym, working out, trying to figure out a way to get back to where I was years ago. And at 51, that makes it a little bit more challenging. Well, she's not 51, but she's going to complain about it. However, she does enjoy the fact that her legs are getting stronger, their clothes are fitting a little bit differently. So even though she complained about it, this isn't a bad thing for her because it's accomplishing some of the goals that she has as well, on top of us making money doing the Uber Eats. How was that?
Hot.
Yeah? What floor was that on?
3.
How did that feel?
Hot.
Oh, we just dropped off the sushi, obviously, and it was hot. She already mentioned that. And we just got another order.
Make a slight left turn on Felicity Street.
To where we're going?
Then turn right on Chapatula Street.
What restaurant?
We are going to Francolini's.
Francolini's. What kind of restaurant is that? Have you ever heard of
I
it?
think it's a deli.
Okay. So I guess we're going to Francolini's.
Using the right lane turn.
We do turn on one of the most challenging words for anyone who moves here, but also anyone who comes to visit, It is literally called Tchoupitoulas Street. And you can't see how it's spelled, but
No.
I can show it on a sign later. 2 orders.
Yeah, that's a $74 order.
$74? Holy cow. I didn't tip 20%, so it kind of sucks, but still.
We'll never know. We won't know until... It could
Head
have.
to your drop-off at 2401
It's only gonna-
Britannia Street.
Okay.
I think it only shows you, like, if it's an $8 tip or less, it'll show you, because you'll get $2 for fare, so that'll be a $10 trip.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't show you if it's over 8.
Oh, okay. So this is one of those roads that really sucks. That's why I'm driving on it slowly. If I was driving on it fast, you'd see us bouncing all over the place, even though we still are kind of bouncing.
You can either take a
I mean, look at that road. Look at it. So it's not just the potholes. It's just the everyday driving on these roads can just get pretty intense.
And notice how narrow it is.
Yeah. Oh, and the wait for that order was $74 order, but I'm saying that wait for that order, you're in there for. Oh, look at this.
No, it wasn't that.
Oh, look at this. Oh, jeez. He wants me to keep going straight on this, so that's fun. The new mayor is really cracking
Just
down
turn
on
right on
trying to get
Magazine
these
Street.
streets. Supposedly, yeah. Funding is an issue in New Orleans though too, because
Embezzle.
well, not just that, but
Politics
all of
backwards.
our tourism tax money, the majority of it goes to the state. And now there's a fight with the state and the governor
Landry.
saying that New Orleans isn't as important to the state as it used to be. So to give you a little bit of insight into our relationship,
Oh, Lord.
she just told me it was a $74 order, and I said that's about $14. And she had to ask Siri how much 20%. Well, she didn't believe me.
I didn't. It's not that I didn't believe you. I didn't want to be mansplained by you, and I don't need your man math, because girl math is totally different than male math.
Absolutely.
So hush.
I saved
Just
$14. No, how much
Just-
did you spend? Who
No,
cares how
I
much you
saved
saved?
14. I
That's girl
saved
math.
14. Right. It's on sale.
Yeah. You can't see the house, but we're dropping off at this beautiful garden district house that is definitely a big mansion, which is pretty cool. These houses down here are so beautiful. Usually have some kind of fence around them that's iron and just gorgeous kind of designs. So that's one of the benefits of traveling here in the in New Orleans area for sure. I'll show some of these houses down here. These houses down here. Look at this one right here. Look at that house. It's
The ironwork.
absolutely stunning.
They're still working on it too, because those
It's
shutters
so
aren't even-
beautiful.
They don't even have shutters on all the windows.
But these roads, God. That's the drawback is the roads, but you have houses like this. I mean, it's a 300-year-old city, so I mean, what are you going to do?
And all
Just
of our
ahead,
pipe,
turn
you
left on
gotta,
Jackson Avenue.
all of our drainage is underneath the roads,
Yep. So,
and it's 300-year-old drainage.
yeah, because these houses were built in the 1800s most likely, so it's not like they had pipes underneath the houses. So it's a challenge, for sure. Look at that freaking house. So we just picked up Felipe's, which I don't mind Felipe's, but it was only $4 for about a 4-mile drive. But we said let's pick it anyways because it's an exclusive, which can hurt your rating, your acceptance rating. Only the exclusives do. So that's one thing you got to remember if you're Ubering. But then when we were here, we're walking out of Felipe's and we got another order for Five Guys. So Hallie went to go pick up the Five Guys order real quick, which probably won't be ready. So we'll probably be waiting here for a second, which is unfortunate, but that's part of the game when we're doing this.
And I'm not gonna buy his food.
Yeah, so that was a little frustrating. So we just got out of Felipe's. Remember I said I was excited about getting the Felipe's and then driving here, the $4 tip for basically 4 miles. But we get here and she just got back after waiting for 10 minutes because she was trying to figure it out. And the order has been canceled because he ordered it, but then someone took the food and basically stole it, and they refused to remake it. So I don't know what that does for that person's
and we don't
Uber.
get paid for our time.
Yeah, we don't get paid anything for that. So that was a waste of about 10 minutes. Plus, we're 10 minutes behind on delivering this other one. And it makes it where it's tough for us to make any money for those 10 minutes. Like, it's just tough. Like, those are the things about doing Uber Eats when people are, like, tipping only 10% and things like that a lot of people don't think about. Like,
Just ahead, turn right on Orleans Avenue.
if you don't want to pay to have someone Uber your stuff, that's okay. Like, I get it. But then go get it yourself. At least that's my opinion.
Pick it up. Yes.
Go get it yourself. Because, like, this is what someone does to try to make money for whether it's their family or other things.
Carrollton Avenue.
And during the summertime here, it's a little bit more of a challenge because less people are ordering. During the winter, they do a lot of quests and things like that where you can make more per day based off of how you do, because it's during Mardi Gras season and stuff like that. Do a U-turn. So here's the situation that happened with Five Guys. We were at Felipe's, picked up an order, and right outside the order, because we were there, this guy has had 3 people cancel taking the order to his house after they've gotten there because his stuff was stolen from someone else, supposedly an Uber driver. Which, if they do the right things when you go, they can ask you to see the name of the person that they're picking up. And usually Five Guys does a good job with that. I don't know how busy they are, if it's a little bit backed up, but they own that. So they're out that order because that person, we had to call them and tell them the situation, and they had 2 choices. One, they could cancel it, reorder it, or order from somewhere else. Or we told Five Guys that if you make it, we'll deliver it because we have it. But what we went to go get wasn't there because it was stolen. Five Guys said no. So they're out whatever he ordered to begin with that was stolen. So if they would have made it, they'd still have been out that order, and we would have delivered it to make the customer happy. But they chose that they didn't want to do that because, for whatever reason. So that order gets canceled. They made product that actually got shipped out. So either way, they're out money. Now they have an upset customer because it was taken. But if you actually go into the place and they check the name on the Uber, it doesn't get stolen. At least you know who it is. So then Uber can backtrack, call the store, and figure out who actually took it. So all they have to do is probably look at the first person that went there and picked it up, and then cancel it after they picked it up. Or when you go in, they actually make you accept the order. And I've been to places where you can tell that they've been burnt before with this type of scam or whatever that's happening, because they'll literally watch you accept the order before you take it. They could have picked it up, said, hey, I'm here to pick up this. They said, okay, here it is, left, and then canceled it before they accepted picking up the order. And that's an issue by itself. So that's on Five Guys, in my opinion. But it's unfortunate because right now, I mean, I don't even know if Uber is making sense, dollars and cents wise. When I work down here and Hallie has to come in or drives down with me and we're not driving back and forth, it might work. But we spent $30 on gas. We're at 71 miles left before we run out of gas again. And we've only made $19. 2 hours. That's not okay. Not for what we're trying to do, for sure. So it's been a struggle, and this is what Hallie does because we're down to 1 car. It hasn't been easy for her to find a different job, especially during the summertime. It's usually slower for everything. Most of our business around here, if it's not medical or some kind of field that you're in, is hospitality. So hospitality in the summertime is slow. So that's a little bit of the challenge that we're running into. And that order really, really frustrated me, like, because that was supposed to be $19 for that one. So, like, just to have that miss because someone stole it is pretty frustrating. So we're at McDonald's to pick up an order that we literally make $2 on just because it's an exclusive and we have to. So after making probably about 30 bucks Ubering, spending $30 on gas to come down to New Orleans to do this, having orders canceled that we're trying to pick up that would have been good orders, and wasting our time and spending 10 minutes in there while we're trying to figure that out, we decided to go home because it's not worth it right now. And if it's 3 o'clock now, it's going to get slow for about
the
2 hours.
hottest point of the
And
day,
yeah,
too.
it's hot as hell out. We're supposed to have a little bit of a cold front coming in. So we are going home. We're going to be going home, and we'll Uber up in Mandeville tonight. You don't know. Come on. Come on.
I try to take each dog for about a 10-minute walk after work every single day or after we get back because they need it. It's hard to walk them together, and Juju, who's a little bit older, is a lot slower, so it's a little easier if I do it separately. Birdie is only 2 years old, and she has a lot more energy than her sister. Overall, today wasn't the best day Ubering, but we always have tomorrow and the next day, so we're just going to keep at it. So please like and subscribe.